You're told to chase your dreams, get the degree, land the job, have the glow up. And somehow, in between it all, balance relationships, self-care, and a savings account. But what if I told you that the very system encouraging you to have it all is the same one quietly bleeding you dry? You check your bank app, again. Rent's due, student loans are breathing down your neck. Your credit card bill looks like a crime scene, and no one taught you how to fix any of it. But here's the twist. You're not failing. You were never meant to win in a game designed to keep you overwhelmed, exhausted, and under pressure. So what if we rewrote the rules? In this video, we're not just talking about money. We're unveiling a new kind of power, one that begins in your mindset, shows up in your bank account, and ripples into every area of your life. Think of it as your personal playbook for a debt-free, stress-free reality, built specifically for modern women like you. Ready to stop surviving and start thriving? Let's begin. Let's be real. Debt doesn't just live in your wallet. It camps out in your mind, your sleep, your breath. It's that tightness in your chest when you swipe your card and pray it goes through. It's the shame that bubbles up when your friends are planning a trip, and you're silently calculating whether your overdraft can handle another weekend. Here's the truth. Women, especially young women, are disproportionately burdened by debt. According to recent stats, women hold nearly 2/3 of all student loan debt in the U.S. And on average, we're paid less, charged more in interest, and penalized harder for financial mistakes. That's not just frustrating, that's systemic. But debt doesn't always start with a poor decision. Often it starts with a promise, a degree, a dream job, a life worth living. So we signed the dotted line, unknowingly inheriting a mountain of stress disguised as opportunity. Then come the invisible chains. You hustle, but the interest never sleeps. You budget, but there's always an emergency. You try to talk about it, but no one else seems to be drowning, at least not out loud. And that silence, that's where the real damage happens. Because we've been conditioned to wear struggle as a badge of honor, to be the strong, independent woman who figures it out alone. But strength isn't silence, and power, it's in knowledge, community, and action. Think of the women you know, your sister, your best friend, maybe even you. Behind every well-curated Instagram story could be a mountain of financial anxiety. Behind every "I'm fine" could be a credit score gasping for air. And this debt? It's not just financial, it's emotional, it's spiritual. It seeps into how you see yourself, what you believe you're worth, and whether you feel safe in your own life. That's not just math, that's trauma. This section isn't about shame, it's about awareness, because you can't fight what you don't see. And once you see it, really see it, you realize these chains aren't unbreakable, they were just invisible. In the next part, we're going to look at the root. Not just how to pay off debt, but how to stop internalizing it. Because if you believe you are your balance, your bank account will always own your worth. But that ends now. Let's unlearn so we can unlock. Debt is loud, but the beliefs behind it? They're whisper quiet, sneaky little scripts running in the background of your mind, shaping every financial decision you make. Maybe you grew up hearing, money doesn't grow on trees, or we can't afford that. Maybe you watched your mom stretch a dollar until it screamed while acting like everything was fine. Those early messages stick. They become the emotional blueprint you carry into adulthood, often without even realizing it. Here's the catch. If you believe money is evil, you'll subconsciously push it away. If you think wealth is only for others, you'll sabotage your own success. And if your self-worth is tangled up in how much you owe or don't have, you'll never feel free, even when the debt is gone. This is where financial therapy meets real-world hustle. The mindset makeover begins with permission. Permission to release guilt, shame, and scarcity. You are not irresponsible for struggling. You are not a failure for not knowing. You are not broken. Modern society is brilliant at telling women what to buy, but silent on how to build. We're told to invest in beauty, lifestyle, and aesthetics, but rarely in assets, education, or empowerment. It's time to change that narrative. Let's flip the script. Start by separating your identity from your income. You are not your paycheck. Your value isn't measured by your net worth. Then, question your money mantras. Instead of, I'm bad with money, try, I'm learning how to manage money with power and clarity. Instead of, I'll never get out of debt, say, every dollar I pay down is me reclaiming control. Write it down, repeat it out loud, rewire your brain to believe it. Because beliefs become actions, and actions become your future. And yes, this all sounds soft, like mindset fluff. But here's the truth. You can't build financial health with a self-image built on financial fear. That's like building a mansion on sand. When you change the narrative, you unlock a different life. One where money serves you, not the other way around. Real change starts with identity. So, claim it. You are a woman who knows her worth, who respects her money, who is rewriting generational stories and becoming her own damn hero. That's not wishful thinking. That's your new default. Next up, we get practical. Let's open the playbook and lay out the strategy. Okay, now it's time to roll up our sleeves. All mindset and no method won't get you far. So let's crack open the actual game plan. No jargon, no overwhelm, just a simple system that puts you back in the driver's seat. Let's start with the 3-bucket budget method, designed for busy, ambitious women who don't want to spend hours stressing over spreadsheets. Bucket 1, must-haves. This includes rent, utilities, food, transportation, the essentials. The goal? No more than 50% of your monthly income should live here. Bucket 2, future you. Savings, investments, debt payments, emergency fund. This bucket builds your tomorrow. Aim for 30% here and prioritize automation. Because when you automate, you remove the emotion. You don't negotiate with your goals, they just happen. Bucket 3, joy and living. Yes, you read that right. A full 20% for lattes, lipstick, brunch, or a spontaneous dance class. Because life isn't meant to be lived in deprivation. When you budget for joy, you reduce guilt and increase sustainability. And no, these percentages aren't rigid. They flex based on your season of life. The power comes not from perfection, but from clarity and intention. This isn't about tracking every penny. It's about knowing where your money goes so it starts working for you, not against you. Next, eliminate guilt. Guilt is not a financial strategy. It's an anchor. Stop shaming yourself for past mistakes. That store credit card you maxed out in college? Done. That emergency that wiped your savings? Over. Every financial misstep came with a lesson. And those lessons, they're assets now. Now, one more thing. Give every dollar a job. When money sits idle, it disappears. But when it has purpose, debt gets crushed, savings grow, and your goals get real traction. This playbook isn't a punishment, it's your ticket to freedom. Simplicity is the secret sauce, because when your plan is clear, your stress fades. And that's the point. In the next section, we go deeper. Let's get into the real power moves, the strategies that elevate your financial wellness from stable to unstoppable. You've done the mindset work. You've set the foundation. Now let's talk power, the kind that builds wealth, crushes debt, and changes your life. First up, the battle-tested tools, the avalanche versus the snowball method. If you're dealing with multiple debts, the avalanche method targets high-interest debt first, mathematically efficient, and saves you the most money. But if you need fast wins to stay motivated, go snowball. Pay off your smallest debt first, then roll that momentum into the next. It's psychological fuel, and it works. Choose the strategy that fits your style. There's no wrong answer when you're moving forward. Next, build your emergency fund, your financial oxygen mask. It doesn't have to be $10,000 overnight. Start with 1 month of expenses. Keep it in a separate, boring savings account. You're not touching it unless it's truly an emergency, not a sale at Sephora. Automation is your new best friend. Automate your savings, your bills, even your credit card payments. This isn't laziness, it's leverage. The less you have to think about it, the more consistent you become. Now let's talk negotiation, a word that should be in every woman's financial vocabulary. Whether it's your salary, your rent, or your interest rates, ask. The worst they can say is no. But the best? You get more money in your pocket, fewer fees, and more freedom. Powerful doesn't ask for permission. She negotiates. And this next one, it's underrated but life-changing. Financial boundaries. Say no to things you can't afford. Set spending limits with friends and family. Choose what aligns with your goals, not your guilt. Boundaries are not selfish. They are self-respect with a dollar sign. Lastly, get used to saying this out loud. I am good with money. Not I hope to be, not someday. Now, because how you speak about money is how you start to behave with it. Affirmation is action. You're not just learning how to survive. You're learning how to lead in your bank account, in your habits, and in your future. Coming up next, let's wrap it all up. The final piece of this playbook and the invitation to step fully into your financial power. You made it, and that alone is a power move. Let's rewind the playbook. You've uncovered the invisible chains of financial stress, challenged the toxic mindsets that hold you back, built a flexible system that actually works, and stepped into the kind of power most people never claim. Financial control rooted in self-respect. But this isn't the end, it's the beginning. The truth is, financial wellness isn't a destination. It's a relationship. One you get to nurture, evolve, and define on your own terms. You're not here to be perfect. You're here to be powerful, intentional, and free. So when the world tells you to keep spending, keep hiding, or keep struggling in silence, you'll know better. You'll have a plan. You'll have a voice. And most importantly, you'll have yourself. Your money is not just about numbers. It's about choices, opportunities, and the life you want to live. And now, you've got the playbook to make that life real. So share this video with a friend. Hit the like button if something in here hit home. Subscribe for more strategies that honor your goals and your growth. Because this community, it's not just about getting rich, it's about getting free.